my name is Agnes Bisen Okafor, and I was married to Chris Okafor when I was 18 years. And the people that conducted the marriage, they are still much alive. The marriage produced 4 beautiful children, 3 sons, 3 daughters, and a boy. And at the same time, this man took me in my prime, in my youth, as a wife, not as a side chick or as a side whatever. Wedded traditionally, and we had a wedding. Everybody that conducted the wedding and the traditional marriage, they are all still alive. They are so embarrassed with the things that he comes out to say in his mouth concerning his own children. It's a shame to the body of Christ. If I left this man, I left him because I could not match and operate in his own ways. I left him. He did not leave me. I, Bisen, left you because of the shame and the disgrace you brought to the body of Christ for so many years. I kept quiet. But when I couldn't take it no more, Nigerians, was when this idiot, so-called pastor, that is apologizing for people to just gain the public sympathy.
Sis, please be mindful of the word you are going to use because of community standard.
Okay.
Yes,
so
don't use strong words.
This human, good for nothing human, standing on the altar to lie that he met a one lady that got pregnant the first time, and he met another lady, the same lady came with another pregnancy again. Why are you such a liar? You don't know your little beginnings? You've forgotten your little beginnings? When you had nothing? When you had nothing? I didn't meet you in worth. I didn't meet you in none of that. That marriage produced 4 children. After the wedding, on a fateful day, I discovered a wedding certificate under his bed that he was once married. I cried. I said, God, is this what I began to get into? I asked him, he denied. The marriage certificate is still available. You will go to jail for that. For getting married and lying to me at the same time that you were never married, and got me in my prime and kept me in your house just to be a baby making machine for you. You could not equip me, you could not educate me, and none of that. What breaks the camel's back? This man is standing on the altar lying that when the kidnapper kidnapped him, I could not do anything. I said, oh, I don't know him. Why are you such a liar? Was I at the airport to receive you when you came back from the kidnapping then? Yes, I was at the airport. And Tony, I am coming for you. You pedophile, I am coming for you. Like father, like son, I am coming for you, Pastor Tony. Standing beside him to tell lies that the kidnappers told me. That I told the kidnappers that I don't know him. This is the man that I sold my goats for. I emptied my bank accounts for. I gave it to his elders of the church to go and deliver to the kidnappers. Today you're standing to deny me. You're standing to tell lies on me. May heaven visit you. For me, that your apology is nothing. Okay? That your apology is nothing. Stand firm and tell the Nigerian and the community, or let's say the world at large, tell them the truth. Mr. Okafor, the manipulator, the pedophile, the rapist, even his own family members, he sleeps with them. The house help that I brought Salome before I left my children, you were sleeping with her. The girl called me, Auntie, I cannot stand it no more. I have to leave this job. I'm going back to Benue. You, Okafor, you're not coming with the truth. Nah, you cannot tarnish my person. I've been quiet for 14 years does not make weakness. Silence was never weakness. I respected my children to grow because you keep my children. You took them away from me. Why were you dragging them with me at the court if they were not your children? Why were you dragging them with me? If they were not your children, as you told Nigerians, you're a liar. Come on and tell them the truth. Your apologies are not over yet. Your apologies are not over yet.
Can I ask you some question at this point?
Yes,
I wanted you to start it and I couldn't stop you because I have to let you speak out. Now, I have not finished listening to his apology video, but I've listened to, I think, some considerable quantity of it. In his apology, he alleged you of sleeping with a man, that he caught you with a man in the house. That was why the marriage broke. Eh,
Mr.
Why did your
Okafor,
marriage break?
okay, my marriage broke because this man, I wish the Nigerian police, President Tinubu, Lagos State government, I urge you guys to go back and review his kidnapping case. Let's see how true that one is. Mr. Okafor, are you there? They should review that kidnapping case. Okay, this man is a liar. If there is a woman that cheated, she cannot cheat by herself. There should be a man standing by herself that, oh, this is the person she cheated with, right, Nigerians?
Yes.
Can a woman cheat by herself?
He
He
said
has
he
no
met you with a
base.
man.
Okay, then provide the man to the public. Let the Nigerians people see the man. You've been running with different narratives about me for years. I've been quiet does not mean that I am weak. I am not. I've expected my children to grow to this date. Provide the man to Nigerians. Why are you lying? Why are you standing on your altar and you're lying? The apology is not accepted over here. It's not. This way, it's not. Maybe that way it is, but here it's not. Come out and tell the Nigerian people the truth. Why are you lying that I committed adultery in your house? I left you because of your immorality, sleeping around, impregnating women in their husband's house. Some of your deacons in their marriages, their children are yours. I left you because you abused me for years. You assaulted me for years. I have all medical reports. Go to General Hospital, there are copies there. King Smith Hospital at Akute, you have copies there. I have copies with me. I brought them to America with me. This man is a liar. Provide the man that I committed adultery with. That's the narrative you've been running with for years, damaging my image. Okafor is not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you. And the DNA test, you must do it. You will. To tarnish my image as a woman, it's not going to work. You would do that DNA test. You will. It's a must. Let's clarify everything in the open. If you're not ashamed or you're not going to be embarrassed about it, you have to speak. This is my time to speak my truth. Do not harm my children in any way. I left this man. I left you. You never left me. On that fateful day, you abused me. You assaulted me. I packed my things. You were dragging them back in your house. Why were you dragging me back in your house for a woman that committed adultery, Nigerians? Why were you dragging my box back in the house? I had to use the back gate and drove out and left till date.
When you were talking earlier, you said he impregnated somebody while you were with him, like 2 people, if I'm not mistaken.
So many of them. Some of the deacons in his church, he impregnated their wives. They have children in their marriages that are for the Okafor.
Do you know the people he impregnated by name?
Yes, I know
Can you
all
mention
of
the
them.
names?
Ezine Nana, can you come out? We need a
Ezine
DNA on.
Nana.
Yes, can you come out? We need a DNA on one of your children. Can you
Ezine
come out,
Nana
please?
got pregnant for him.
Yeah, 10 million was used to cover up the case. Ezine,
10
do you
million
want to
was
come
used to
out?
cover the case.
Yes. Anita Choma Ezema, she was one of the deaconess in the church that was sleeping with him for years. When he took my children from me, she was the one nurturing the children. How can you take my children from their mother and give it to your mistress for years? The children can talk now.
Anita
They're 20.
Chioma was living in the house with him.
She's a deaconess in the church, and moving immediately I left, she moved in with him. Deaconess.
Anita Chioma was a deaconess in the church.
Yes.
When he sent you away, he moved Anita Chioma into the house, taking care of the children.
Yes,
How
so-called
old were these
children,
children?
but she was warming his bed. And she confronted me in church that leave my husband alone for me. I have witnesses that are still alive to today. The deaconess confronting Mommy Gio to leave her husband for her is a shame to the body of Christ. Okafor, you brought shame. That apology, you lying. I don't see no integrity in that. You're still gonna do more.
How old were these children at that time?
My kids. My
Yes.
first daughter was what, 7 thereabout. Amarachi was almost 5. But my son was 3 years plus going to 4. In 5 years, I have 4 children.
I
So
was
their age
about
is
to
that.
ask that. How come your children are so close in age?
Yeah, 5 years I have 4. 5 years I have 4 children. My son is the only one that is older than my last daughter that you saw on the altar with 2 years and 3 months. Yep. I was having children back to back. For a man that said he never knew such a lady that came with him being pregnant and came again with another child again, was pregnant, then he was forced to marry her. What a blatant lie, Okafor. Okafor. Kriso, come out with your truth, oh. I am here with my truth for 14 years.
Now, he told some stories that he got married early because he lost his brothers. Did you guys date before marrying?
I knew Okafor for 6 months. We got married. Okafor, are you aware?
And you were less than 19 then?
Yes, August 23, 2001. 2001, 2003 when I met Okafor. August 23, 2003.
Was when you met him, and
And
you
my
got
first,
married 6.
yeah. Then my first daughter, she was born May 27, 2025. Okafor, you say you don't know me? I was a strange woman that came to you. She said she was pregnant. Okafor, come and tell Nigerian people and the world at large the truth. The people that conducted the marriage, they are still alive. They texted me. So what kind of nonsense is that man saying? Is he aware that we are still alive?
For those of you asking who is talking, this is Chris Okafor, ex-wife, that I spoke about this morning.
In
Because I
his
saw somebody
church.
say, why all this now? Why is she, where was she all this while? This is the mother of his children. The 4 children, the ex-wife, he was alleging of adultery today.
Yeah.
When they were
In his
asking
church.
him, it is Doris he has issues with. He should have settled with Doris instead of dragging the ex-wife. He never said anything about what he did with Doris. He never said anything or accepted responsibility. He never took any responsibility. He focused on the ex-wife. So I think it's normal for the ex-wife. After 14 years, how many years separation?
14 years. He's trying
After
to
14 years
deviate.
that she has kept quiet, I think it is okay for her to come out
And
and
speak.
speak. He has spoken his own. She has a right to speak too. Now, my
Yeah.
other question to you, you said you were young when you got married. Was he a pastor then? Or what was he doing then?
He was into house fellowship, like just putting bench for 2 people to sit and do house fellowship, like in the, like, you know how you have a complex, like at the backyard, you put like 2 bench for people to sit and talk. For
It
the
was
first
the
day I met, yes, for the first day I met this man, he told me that you are my wife. God said you are my wife. I want to marry you. I said, what kind of marry? I just met you. You just said somebody should come and call me, and you're telling me that God said I'm your wife. I went and told my mom. I told her that there's this man that I met, because I discussed everything with my mom. I told my mom that there is this man that I met. He said, oh, he want to marry one of my friends. So my mom said, don't mind that man. He's ready to deceive your friend. Go tell your friend that that man is ready to deceive her. And it's the same thing Okafor did to me, bringing me into the marriage. Wholeheartedly, I thought I was marrying a
she's
Christian.
on YouTube. If you want to see her face, she's here with me on YouTube. If
I
you want
don't
to
know
see
I
her
was
face.
marrying a demon. A demon. I didn't know I was marrying a demon.
So while you were married, before you left, how many women gave birth to, had children for him that you
A
can
whole,
count?
a whole lot. Children are everywhere.
Just give us a number.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some of them have two children. Some of them have 3. Let's say total of like 10 or 12 women.
I mean, while you were married or when you left, or plus when you left.
When I was married to Okafor, those are the numbers that I know.
But
That I know.
he said he was 22 when he married you.
He's a liar. He doesn't even know his age. April 4th, Okafor will be 45 years. He's older than me with 4 years. I just clocked 40 in November.
So it's kind of right then. He was in his 20s when you guys married. Your first son,
Yeah, he was 24. 24. The
he was
numbers were not right. It's not
24.
22. It was 24. He knew what he was doing.
He was
He was not a
24.
child.
You saw
Yes,
his birth certificate that was his age.
81.
He was born in
Yeah.
81.
Yes. Yes. He is. Yep. He's 45.
Then how
He's
come so
45
many
years old.
women had kids for him like that?
Auntie, you know for a sure when a man has no money, he can be humble. But when the money comes out, you see his true colors. In the church, sleeping with everybody, choir mistress, here and there,
Okay,
deaconesses
that
in the
was when
church
the money
everywhere.
started. It was when the money started coming that he started sleeping with
Arrogance,
women. Oh, okay,
arrogance,
okay.
abusing me, assaulting me, forgetting that I was his wife of his youth. But God will ask you, where was your first family? Okako, don't forget. Do not
Come to
forget.
YouTube if you want to see her face.
Do not
So
forget. God will ask you, where is your first family? Yeah. And
when
what
last
happened to your first family?
when last did you talk to him one-on-one?
The last time I ever spoke with him was when he took me to court that I saw him for the custody of my children. You dragging custody of my children with me if they are not your children? You bribed the whole court system and took the children away from me? A lady in the court, one elderly woman told me, oh mommy, Ogami Otigba Owo Lowo Koe. That's why he won the custody
Come
case.
again. Come again.
There's one elderly woman that I saw at the court. She told me, oh mommy, that there is God like Olorun wa.
Okay.
Mo fẹ́ kọ́ ẹ, mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀, mo fẹ́ bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
Okay.
Ọ̀gá mi, ó ti gbà ọ́ lọ́wọ́ ọkọ ẹ̀.
Ó ti gba owó lọ́wọ́ ọkọ ẹ̀.
That's why he won the custody case with me and took my children away from me. Why were you taking my children away from me if they were not your children? Nigerians, ask him that.
Ah.
Ask him
Ọ̀gá
that.
mi ti
DNA
gba
has
owó
never
lọ́wọ́ ọkọ ẹ̀. So they now turn the case to make him win the custody
the
of the
custody
children.
of my children. Why are you dragging with me for custody when the children are not your children? Then you had an intention to abuse and assault them? Was that
Now,
your plan
talking
all the
about
way?
assaulting the children, do you get to converse with your children while they are with him because they are not with you? It's still
I've
the same name,
never.
Auntie Aduni on YouTube. Auntie Aduni on YouTube. Now, my question to you now, going to the case of the child assault, at what point did he started assaulting your children?
Okay. One thing with Okafor is very manipulative. He can turn the world against you and project a different narrative. Severally, I met my children in court when they were 7, 8 years, 9 years. Some of them were coming of age for the custody. I always go as a mother. I buy things like, okay, my children like pastries. I will buy things for them like, okay, let's eat after the court section. You know how you want to share things with your children? You miss your children. They are my children. The children will move back. And one of them whispered to me, Mommy, he said, we shouldn't take nothing from you, that you're going to kill us. Who does that to the mother of their children? What mother want to kill their child? What mother want to do that? That man is a psychopath. He is a psychopath. I said, me, kill my children? The children moved back. They could not eat what I bought for them. Do you see the narrative? Okay. After that, he took my children away from me.
So who actually is who took who to court for divorce between the two of you?
He took me to court when I left him.
Okay, when you
I'm the
left,
one
he
that,
now took you to court.
I'm the one that left him.
Okay.
He took me to court in order to project a different image that I'm divorcing her, but I packed out of his house and I left him. But the court, I did not blink. Like I wanted to go back to him for one day. I know what my eyes saw, Nigerians. It's not somebody.
I will still go back to how he started molesting the children. I'm much
Yeah,
more
yeah.
interested in that.
Let
At
me
what
finish. Okay, at what point he started molesting the children? So when he took the children from court, he came home with them. When he started abusing the children, assaulting them, beating on them with wounds and all that, whenever he feels like the children are communicating with me or
I
talking.
know this will happen, so be ready. This is how we'll be going off and on. They are here. They don't want the truth out. Can you hear me?